I'ma keep it a bean. Stick to the script, every scene. These from last year, but they clean. Say to say, I'ma take something else, but it's winning team. Charlie Sheen, fam gang, the regime. I'm from Piney Green.
What's good, it's Shellitronnn here. You can call me Shells, and I'm back at it again with a brand new video. And I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. This news right here is, I guess a silver lining in this dark cloud that is hanging over the Carolina Panthers. A dark cloud that's not a cloud from circumstance. It's a dark cloud that our front office and ownership actively and willingly put over the franchise, over the team, over the fan base. By now, you should already know that the team is looking to trade Cam Newton. Obviously, and for sure, the best player in franchise history. They are looking to move him. Now, you can talk about how there are some maybe positives to this. Maybe some good reasons why it should happen. Maybe you think it shouldn't have happened. Maybe you believe Cam should have been extended long-term by this point already. Fact of the matter is, whether or not the workout was going to happen at all, it might not have happened because of coronavirus, whatever. But the team has already said they are moving on from Cam Newton. The Carolina Panthers are showing very strong interest in quarterback Teddy Bridgewater per sources. I'm told the conversations have been going very well. This tweet came up 2 hours before I started making this video. And right before I hit the big red button, I see this tweet from Jordan Rodriguez saying the Panthers are finalizing a deal with quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. Multiple sources confirmed to The Athletic NFL. This to me tells me a couple things. One, this happened pretty quickly. But two, the team, the Panthers, Marty Hurney, David Tepper, they've been looking at Teddy Bridgewater for a minute now. There's no telling how long it's been going on because of the coronavirus, and the team just knew that they weren't able to get Cam in for a workout. This plan at least started back then, but it probably started a little bit earlier than that because I have to assume that this franchise, this team just thought that Cam was not going to be ready to go, was not going to be healthy. If not for this upcoming season, then you couldn't have guaranteed health for the next 3 to 4 to 5 years of his career. And they decided, look, if there's any free agent available right now that we'd really like to see, we're seeing it in Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater, a guy who was obviously the man in Minnesota. He was more of an up-and-comer at the time. He looked good, but his stats didn't really show the whole story of how impressive this man was up there with the Vikings. Then he got hurt. His whole leg exploded. We all know the story about that. Came back, was a backup. We thought his career might be done. Everyone thought Teddy Bridgewater was going to be, a journeyman kind of guy. Probably going to be a career backup who came out and played sometimes when guys got hurt. But when he came in for Drew Brees this past season, he played in 5-6 games. I think he played in 6 games, started in 5. Teddy Bridgewater looked like a starter caliber quarterback. The man had a 68% completion rate, threw for almost 1,500 yards. He had 9 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Above all else, the man just looked impressive. He looked like he was prepared to be on the field and be the man long term. Teddy Bridgewater, I gotta admit, was extremely impressive. And I know we're getting a good quarterback who can get the job done with Teddy Bridgewater, and I know it's not his fault. He is in a circumstance where he wants to get starter level pay and starter level playing time, and this is a place he can get it. So I can already tell there's going to be fans who blame Teddy Bridgewater, who don't treat him right because he's the guy who came in after Cam. It's not his fault, but at the same time, it still does hurt to know that this team went behind Cam's back and said, look, bro, go ahead and find yourself a little trade partner or something. Go where you want to go because whether you get traded or what, you ain't going to be on this team next year. And that is evidence from this next tweet from Jordan that says, getting a stronger sense that if there is no market for Cam Newton over next days following team's announcement that they gave him permission to seek a trade, then he will be cut. Newton rebutted their version of events on Instagram and has been sharing videos proving health. This is a very, very big point here. The team is saying, look, bro, even with a year left on your deal, if we can't trade you, we're just going to go ahead and cut you, bruh. You won't even be on the roster in Carolina, even if we can't get anything in return for you. What the Panthers are saying here is that the $19 million in cap room for this season is more valuable than maybe having Cam on the roster, even if we cannot get anything in return for him, meaning players, meaning draft picks and whatnot. That is a strong statement. Let's not lie, $19 million is a lot, and you can make a few moves here and there to shore up a lot of the holes that this team has. And let's be real, this Panthers team has a lot of holes. But you just can't deny it looks really, really, really scummy what this organization is doing to Cam. And this video isn't even really about Cam. The focus is on Teddy Bridgewater. So I want to keep it there for just a minute. It's going to be hard for me to focus only on this because you can't talk about Teddy Bridgewater putting on the blue and black without talking about the circumstances that made Cam Newton leave. And it sounds like the front office is just 100% done with Cam no matter what happens. But either way you split it, it's really hard to deny that having Teddy Bridgewater come to Carolina doesn't at least sound kind of good under different circumstances. After seeing what Teddy did last year and after knowing what he was earlier on in his career and what people were saying what he could become later on, Teddy ain't the worst of situations to come into. Teddy ain't the worst guy to see wearing blue and black this upcoming season, and I guess for the next several years. I would rather have Teddy Bridgewater than any rookie in this draft class. Because honestly, I mean, what are you going to do? Draft a quarterback in the first round? But I would rather use our first round pick on Jeffrey Okudah, Isaiah Simmons, maybe even Derrick Brown. There's a lot of guys who are going to be in the draft at number 7, and even if we even stay at number 7, I think picking up this man right here could mean the team actually moves down and gets multiple draft picks. But let's assume we stick at number 7. There are some very, very valuable players at number 7 that can fill some holes on this team where there isn't a question mark like a quarterback. It's very, very hard to actually gauge what a quarterback is going to be. We've seen guys bust. We've seen guys be first-round names who don't do very much afterwards. And I'm not going to lie to you. What makes you think this Panthers organization, after what we've seen the past several years, what makes you think this organization won't ruin a rookie quarterback? Now, Teddy Bridgewater's already strong. He's been in the league for several years. He was good when he started. He was good last year. So he's already a developed product. What makes you believe this Panthers franchise can build up a rookie quarterback? We've seen Joe Brady in really 1 year at LSU. Are you willing to bet a first-round pick at number 7 with the guys I just mentioned a few minutes ago being available on a quarterback, hoping he's the guy and hoping that Joe Brady is the guy to make him good in a year or two? The way I look at it, that's a whole lot to ask for a big risk. I think signing Teddy Bridgewater for the money it's going to take to get Teddy Bridgewater on this team and then using our draft picks to fill in holes around him is a much better strategy than drafting a quarterback. If you can ignore the whole situation with Cam, how this ownership, this front office has basically tried to villainize or vilify Cam and try to make it sound like he was seeking a trade and they allowed him to seek a trade, whatever that's supposed to mean. After lying about Greg Olsen in the same kind of way, if you can look past that and see that Teddy Bridgewater is, number 1, not at fault. Teddy Bridgewater is not Cam Newton and will not be Cam Newton, but he is not the reason that Cam is gone. But he is a good quarterback, and if he is our guy for the future, go ahead and embrace the man. Look, man, he's going to be good for us moving forward. And at the very least, this shows that this team is not looking to be tanking. It's not looking to actually do a rebuild. They were right about a retool. Now, if you didn't like the idea of tanking or being bad for several years and looking at a team that's not going to be doing all that much, not willing to make moves, then this should be at least kind of a good sign that the team is not looking to go 2, 3, 4 years without winning. picking up Teddy Bridgewater is a sign the team is not trying to lose out on that investment of the money you spend on Teddy. Looking to bring a team together right now and look for some wins. Maybe not this upcoming season, but next year coming up will be a very strong year for the Panthers. There's a lot of holes right now on defense. You feel me? But this move to pick up Teddy Bridgewater this year, in 2020, has to make you believe that the team is not trying to have a 2, 3, 4 year period of losing to rebuild the whole team from the ground up. It also shows the team is probably willing to sign some guys, to extend some guys who you thought may be cap casualties or the team just wouldn't be able to keep in losing seasons, wasting their potential. We might be looking at maybe spending a little something, and that $19 million that's coming off the books with Cam is obviously going to help in free agency spending moving forward. But for right now, that's all I got for you, man. Teddy Bridgewater is looking like he's going to be our quarterback of the future. What do y'all think about this? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And you already know what to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.